ready for ages.
Let's go. If this moves, we know it's been gone.
That was dreadful.
Good afternoon, morning, evening, or night.
Shut up.
Hang on. Do it again.
Hi, everyone. Today, welcome back to an extra special episode of the Arguing with Each Other cast, because that's what you have to do in a podcast, or else it's not a podcast, apparently.
Is that what podcast means?
You've got to argue about politics, argue with each other about drama, argue with each other as long as it pleases the minority.
This is the one where we're gonna fucking go in.
We're going to all fall out.
I'm serious. What are things we actually disagree on? Is there anything?
Niggers.
Okay, let's go through all the controversial ones.
Okay.
Women's religion.
rights.
No, religion.
Fuck it.
Start with religion.
We all.
Who's out of the four of us here? Who would identify as an atheist?
I would.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Fuck it.
James?
I don't really care.
You don't really care,
Doesn't
so
give a
you're an
shit.
agnostic.
Pretty much, yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
Every atheist is technically agnostic
yeah.
or some shit.
But if he doesn't want to identify as an atheist and doesn't care, right?
Yeah.
So you'd say, if like you had to on a form put down what you were, you'd say an agnostic.
I'll probably buy atheist.
I just flashed back to
So you're an atheist then.
a lesson I had in school on. I came back in secondary school in like year 7. It was a humanities lesson. I think they were just asking like, "Are you religious or whatever?" And you atheist? And I said, I was like, yeah. And then they were asking me like, why? And I said, I just don't believe any of it. Like I'm so, because it was like, if you're like if you're religious, go on the left. If you're not, on the right. So it's like,
yeah.
And I said, yeah, just
Sorry, was this in primary school?
in like secondary school, year 7.
Secondary school.
I remember that.
And I was like,
Yeah, I
look,
kinda
I'm so far on this side, just I'll stand out of the room, stand out the window. I remember saying that in like year 7. And I remember the teacher then said that to my mum. My mum, for some reason, was like weird about it. And I was like, look, I don't give a fuck if I'm related to a few religious people. All right? I don't care.
I mean, like, somewhere in your family there are going to be religious people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony
Blair's religious.
For ages, though, my mum found
What did
it.
that
She
tell
didn't
you?
seem to be down with me not believing any of it.
Is your mum religious?
No, but like, I think her family were, or are, sorry, some of her family are, or some of my family
Don't you think that
are,
attitude kind of just holds it back though?
Yeah, I don't know why. She was weird about it.
What was it you said the other day, Jim?
But like now she doesn't give a shit. My dad was always not
Yeah.
giving a shit. So
You said something like being religious is a choice, or whatever.
Oh yeah, so you can shit on it as much as you want.
So you can criticize it as much as
yeah,
you like.
you can't criticize someone for being black
Yeah.
because they were born black, but it is a choice to believe in a god.
Mhm.
So you can criticize religion all you like.
yeah,
Have you ever had not argument, like a debate with someone who's religious before?
I don't think so.
I haven't. No.
No, I don't ever have.
The problem is because we're so isolated from religion here. In the UK, it's just not as big of a thing.
Well,
You have churches obviously everywhere and people go to them.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as education is concerned, and
Well,
I've had debates.
Our primary school was very Christian.
Yeah,
yeah, well, mine was Roman Catholic. It was really religious.
Rubens was way more.
We
than
didn't even
ours.
fucking learn any sex education at all. We barely did science.
When they taught you about religion, was it like presented as fact?
Presented as fact. Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of was for us as well, though.
Yeah.
Like when they in RE, they like talk about the Bible and shit and all these stories, not as if they are stories.
Well, like it was real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only debates I've ever had are with people who believe that, like, agnostics, who think, like, oh, well, there might be some kind of creator or whatever. And I typically just dismiss the notion of
That's
that.
like such a lazy
Cop-out.
point of view.
Like, commit.
Because, like, if God proves himself, then sure, I'll fucking get on my knees and start.
Sucking his dick.
Yeah.
For
I'll
me,
take that
it's
load
like
all over my face.
for me, it's not even about religion. It just comes down to like a logical way of thinking.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
think
exactly.
scientifically. You think.
That's why
I
technically
way
all-
prefer the notion of it just fucking happened. All right, we got lucky and it happened.
But that's why every atheist is technically an agnostic, because we're basically waiting for proof. You can't prove that there is no God, but
Yeah.
you can prove that there is one, and he hasn't shown his ass in
like
a
while.
long time.
The thing that bugs me is like.
Yeah, that bitch ass bitch better show his bitch ass, or else I'm gonna have to slap his bitch ass when he decides to bring his bitch ass to town.
When you're
That's a paradox right there.
when you have like a logical sort of scientific mind, normally you're quite malleable in terms of the things you'll believe, right? So if this new revelation came up, as long as there was evidence and proof, you'd probably believe it.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of religious people might not do that. They might challenge it,
even though
with the same old excuses over and over again.
It's a test by God. Shut up. If you say that, just get executed.
It's to me fucking dinosaur fossils. They're like,
no, they were put there by the devil. Put them there to test our faith.
Yeah.
It blends with just like the conspiracy theory thing.
Yeah.
Where like you can come up with an excuse for anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what I mean. You can't disprove God's existence.
Yeah.
Because the devil did it. God's testing us.
Oh yeah.
Like that's their thing every time.
Just a way to get out.
It's a test of my faith.
So no matter how much evidence there is for or against, like,
well, it's like being fearful. That's why they're afraid of God. Like, what if God is angry? Well, then he's no God of mine. I don't give a fuck. Smite me down. If that's your issue. If you think that because I've seen something that sort of disproves you, but you actually are around and you're doing it to test me, what does that say about you, you fucking asshole? Mm-hmm. What does that say about you?
What kind of God would be someone you want to worship who, say, me, for example, because I haven't been christened, just talking about Christianity specifically or whatever, never went to church, never prayed, never did any of that, would he look down on me?
Giving you free will, and then when you exercise it, no. and that's really bad of you.
Giving next to no proof of his existence.
Yeah.
And then just expecting you to, even though there are like fucking a million other religions that have just as much right to be believed in by anyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But no, if you don't believe in mine, I'll fucking smite you, bitch.
That's
even
what
though
bugs
yours
me.
is just as retarded as mine.
Yeah. But I'm the real one.
Yeah, that's what bugs me is when like a religion like gets all high horse and criticizes other ones. Like,
shut up.
You're the same.
It's just like watching two idiots fight.
It's
like a bar fight. Two drunk dudes stumbling around, hitting each other, and in the end they both just hit their heads on the curb. That's it.
Die.
Wake up in a cell.
Like a Christian who's making fun of a Scientologist to me is like laughable, because the stories are still just stories.
Scientology is like
at least Scientology is so fucking ridiculous. It's so ludicrous with aliens and
fucking Watch Dogs 2 took it on and mocked it pretty effectively. Watch Dogs 2.
Everything did. Yeah. GTA does it all the time as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's that like secret mission, and they give you $1 million or whatever.
Yeah. God, yeah, I recommend the HBO documentary on Scientology.
It's fucking creepy.
Well, Louis Theroux has his My Scientology movie.
I've seen both. The HBO one is far better than it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, way better. Yeah.
I would have thought Louis Theroux would have done a good one.
It's fine, but like after watching the HBO one, which is so in depth.
Well, the Louis Theroux one is all of his stuff is always just putting him in that situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not like a look into the thing.
Yeah. Like after the HBO one.
So it's like if you like Louis Theroux, then
I like him a lot. He's fun.
Yeah. It just doesn't have like quite as a interesting kind of through line.
Yep.
Say religion.
He doesn't know who Louis Theroux is, does he?
No, I'm getting confused. Why
James kind of looks like Louis.
Yeah, we said that, didn't we? He could be like James could be like his younger brother or something.
No, because you turn it like on its side like that, and then you bend this round. Remember, it's got.
I'm not gonna bother. It's too confusing.
Yep.
Anything else controversial about religion? It'd be nice if one of us just was religious.
I know.
But I find it exhausting.
I have some religious friends and family, like I've already said. Whatever. I don't get them for it unless they said something that I thought was infringing upon maybe like their own rights as a human or some shit, or infringing upon their free will, or maybe trying to infringe upon someone else's. Then I'd be like, that there is wrong.
That's what I don't like about it being taught as fact.
No.
When they know that there are people that don't believe it, but they're purposefully choosing to teach it in a way where young minds are, they're obviously going to believe what you tell them because you're a position of authority.
When I went to school, obviously we were taught it like it was real. And, I guess I treated it as if it was real because I was only like 5 or 6. And then, I love always telling this one, I remember being in my living room. My dad I distinctly remember he was eating a chicken sandwich. I remember eating a chicken sandwich. And
did you say this was the delicious Sammy Reuben?
No. He didn't say that. And then I said to him something about, because God did it or something like that. Or because God did something. I made reference to God and he just said, I wouldn't believe in any of that nonsense.
He just fucking throws a sandwich at you.
No, he just says like, I wouldn't believe in any of that, and then I guess he sort of talked about it a little bit, about how it doesn't really make any sense and it's ridiculous. And then I remember just being like, oh yeah, and from that moment,
it's
completely
like,
changed. It's just like, no,
religion
disregard all of it. I did it all in school because I was just like, it's what we do in school, but I didn't believe in any of it.
Religion for me was more like a Santa Claus thing. Like God is just another Santa, another Easter bunny.
The Easter bunny.
Something nice to believe in.
I believed in Santa for longer than I did Christianity.
Yeah, my mum always did a good job of putting the presents under the tree while we were asleep, so it was like, whoa.
I stopped believing in Santa when I saw my mum take my stocking from my door. That's it.
I mean, I kind of always knew. I always kind of knew, but it was just nice.
You want to
nice,
believe it. You don't really want to believe in God because he'd like.
But it's like
children.
Santa.
He sent the lions to kill all the children.
Because they made fun of a bald dude.
Yeah.
Santa directly aids your
bears.
greed.
Two bears killed 48 children. That's in Kings, the book Kings, I think, in the Bible. Remember that?
Like all of those childhood things, like Santa and Easter and what.
Mm-hmm.
They all they give you something. They give you money, chocolate.
You have incentive to believe.
Yeah. And there's like, as far as you're aware, there's like this. I got this thing because of it.
Mm-hmm.
You have.
But not even from believing in it. Like they don't ask you to believe in it. It's just like, yeah, they're a thing that exists.
Yeah. But then when you grow up, you stop believing.
Yeah, but you don't care anymore anyway at that point because you just don't like need it.
A few years ago, I used to be quite moderate in terms of like, yeah, whatever, just believe what you want.
Mm-hmm. But now
I would class myself as an atheist. I really do not like religion now.
You're an amazing atheist.
I just don't.
Sorry, look, it's my birthday today, so I have to keep checking my phone because people are saying things to me. All right. There's actually a reason.
You're obviously an atheist, but does that attitude, would you not go to religious things because of your belief?
What's like a religious thing?
Give myself a pat on the shoulder.
Graveyard specifically.
I would never go to a church, like for to see a priest or whatever.
Churches are weird. I don't like being in churches.
No, for like the architecture,
they're magnificent.
the designs.
Yeah. But I feel uncomfortable in there because I'm like, this isn't my thing.
Would you not go to appreciate that? Because let's be real, some of the most beautiful buildings in the world all religious.
No, I didn't say that though. I mean,
well, it's because we built like something because they worship there, and it was like this. That's why they built it.
I don't believe in any religion, but I believe in the importance in terms of like humanity's history.
Yeah.
And what effect it's had.
Which is just a terrible one most of the way.
What pisses me off though is when religious people are like, what do you base your morals off of?
Well, I base them off of what I wouldn't want done to me, so I don't do it to anyone else.
That's all it fucking takes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's like a common thing. Like, fucking animals display empathy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, two dogs, I won't do that to you because I wouldn't want that done to me.
Yeah. When you cry like a dog when a puppy's biting you, they stop it because they know it hurts you.
Yeah.
Not because they fucking read the Bible.
Yeah. And does that mean people who have a different book
have different
don't have any morals because it's not your one?
The problem is when people actually do base their morals around what they read in the book, and it's like, but that's a little bit fucked.
Like Islam, how they treat women and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just gonna go straight in there. Like, that's pretty disgusting.
It is.
Like, I'm not even saying that I'm not saying every Muslim is fucking like that, but
but it's still an awful religion, along with the rest. But like,
it just happens to be the most prolific currently.
Yeah.
But I mean, even then,
just today, America, and I read it in Maryland, an all-male panel failed to overturn the ruling that women who are raped have to share custody of the child because they're not even allowed to abort it. Have to share custody of the child with their rapist. An all-male panel couldn't overturn that. An all-male panel of old white men, Christians, couldn't overturn that.
Is it because they were Christians that they?
I'd imagine they're probably all old white Christian men, aren't they?
This is what I'm saying. Like, how can something like that
just change?
It's just common sense.
Mm-hmm.
You're not thinking about people and how people interact with each other and things people have been through.
You're basing it all on something that you have no evidence. That human exists for real. You're looking at them. They suffered.
Mm-hmm.
This cunt doesn't necessarily exist.
Yeah, they're affecting nothing.
Yeah. They've done fuck all.
This is the thing where
do you really think that God exists when the world is in constant turmoil?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's because not everyone worships God. Fuck off.
what's the difference between someone? What's the difference of someone's day, for example? Like a Tuesday. So Tuesday, someone who's not religious and someone who is religious. What is the difference? What is the different things that would be done, if any?
You wouldn't pray at all.
Do you necessarily pray every day?
Well, no. Some people do. Some people will think to themselves like God. They might make reference to it on days when in their heads, but like, non-religious.
Because like most of the time it doesn't even cross my mind. I'm just gotta go to the supermarket now.
Yeah, just doing normal human things.
Yeah. So it kind of only crops up when it's convenient. It's when I'm scared of dying. I need to know that when I die, I'm not just gonna sit in a coffin and rot. I need to know that there's more than that. Or it's my dog died or whatever. I need to.
This is your life.
It needs to be part of the plan.
I just always think of like this is your life. Get to the last drop.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than this.
The sad thing for me is like people
you are the same decaying organic material as everybody else.
Some of these religious people who are living their life to kind of prepare themselves for the afterlife type
bit
thing.
that isn't even guaranteed to be there.
Yeah. So to me, it seems like a waste of a life.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is like generalizing because within a religion there are so many extremes. People who will say that, like in Manchester by the Sea, the main characters say they're Christian, but they're effing and ahhing. They barely mention it. It's not like affecting the day to day. And there is a scene with like some hyper Christians, or whatever, and that's sort of played on.
Yeah.
And that's just sort of like a family thing, a social thing. You can be brought up in like a Christian way or whatever, and not necessarily believe it. But then like our dad, for example, he was raised Catholic. He hated going to church, doesn't believe any of it now, doesn't affect his life.
Some of my family are Catholic, but I'm sure they fucking use contraception when they sleep together.
Yeah.
So
it's just shit like what? How does that
they only
affect?
had 2 children over like 35 years or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, unless they only slept together twice.
Or lots of oral.
Lots of oral.
Or anal.
Can we? Yeah. Anyways, let's just stop going into the detail. All right. Because they're real people that I know, and we'll see today. But I'm just like. I suppose for a lot of people it just comes down to, well, that's just how I interpret it. Like they say, like, oh, I believe in God, I'm a Christian, I'm a Catholic, but everyone has all these different interpretations of it. Like, oh, I believe in this and this, and someone's like, well, I only like this and this. So it's like, well, you're hardly even fucking religious at this point. You're just like spiritual, and you like a few of the cushy bits.
To me, it's just something that doesn't matter. I don't think it matters.
No.
I don't think taking religion away from humanity would necessarily solve all problems.
No, definitely not.
I think we're inherently like flawed in a lot of ways, but it's like it's social. It's not like
religion seems to give certain people like an excuse to do something.
Yeah,
I'm doing it for this.
I think it gives a lot of psychos like a reason to band together and do awful things.
Yeah,
definitely.
With them thinking they're doing something.
And then okay, imagine if you took away from ISIS, the Islam thing, there'd be far less problems for everybody else. Because it wouldn't be stop persecuting. Because it wouldn't be like stop persecuting Muslims, like people going after just fucking normal people. It's like, well, they just fucking come on. You share a religion with some cunts. You probably just share a street with some cunts. You probably share a house with some cunts, but you don't beat them up for no reason.
Yeah.
Or you don't get angry at them. So if you just took away that bracket, then there wouldn't be that overhead thing. There wouldn't be an issue. It'd just be, those cunts tearing up the Middle East, they're pretty bad.
But
and everyone would agree. Everyone. And it wouldn't be like, oh, you can't like, because what, and the refugees, and it wouldn't be like that. It wouldn't be this big old minefield. It would just be like, it become a lot more black and white suddenly.
But even if you take, Islam is the reason why the radicalisation is so easy.
But
if you take that away, they'll be so less radicalised.
Well, yeah, but then it might, because then they just have the thing of like, well, we just kind of want to take over this area.
Yeah.
For no particular reason.
That'll just be medieval kind of just.
It's
like,
just like an excuse.
Crusading for no reason. Just an
excuse. All it ever is used for is an excuse.
Well, because humans are like pretty like perverse in terms of like what they try and.
But think about how unhealthy it is. Like, for example, Christians who are not allowed to be gay.
Yeah.
So these people who are growing up knowing they're gay, hiding it from their family. Or what about Christians who it's against their faith to to like jerk off.
I was gonna say
how unhealthy that is. How it's like against biology. It's against science.
The Bible, I've read people say, well, it just kind of seems like a rule book for primitive man. This is how to survive. This is how the human race continues. So don't just jerk your semen off everywhere. We need that. Don't have sex with dudes. You can't make children from that. Don't do that. It just looks like it was just a rule book for primitive man.
Yeah.
On how to not die. 101.
It's like
primitive man would have jerked off a lot.
Primitive man probably jerked off all the time.
They probably like fucked sheep and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at dogs. Like, I think we should live by like the book of dog. Look at how a dog lives its life.
That is excellent.
It goes through puberty, and then like just fucks everything, and that's its masturbation. So like,
then it dies.
If a dog can do it, why can't a man?
Yeah, we got perfectly good opposable thumbs.
Yeah, we can do it better than those damn dirty dogs.
Yeah.
It's if dogs suddenly became self-aware enough to know that they wanted or could jerk off whenever they wanted, that's when there'd be a problem.
Yeah.
Then they'd start becoming religious.
See, this is why we can't have dogs. This is why you can't have a dog in your room watching you while you masturbate. Because as awkward as it is. But like, or I imagine it is. I don't have a dog, so. But then what if they learn? Wait, I can do that too. So look at that. The JARCAST has turned religion into dogs jerking off.
There's just something that bugs me about it. There's something like I would be upset if my like kid was being taught something like that as fact.
Yeah.
Like that would bug me.
I mean,
like, to me, it's just disappointing.
I would just hope that my kid has the sense to like not fucking believe in something like that.
Because it's like
I wouldn't want to tell them, look, that's ridiculous, because then I'm just as bad as them, perhaps, maybe, indoctrinating them. But like to me, it's like no, but it is ridiculous. So I want to tell my kid that shit's ridiculous.
But you want to say it in that's your opinion. You're not trying to tell them that that's what it is.
Yeah.
You want to be you want to make them so they're open to it, so they can make their own choice on it.
Because like the most.
If they were a Christian though or something, I'd just be so disappointed. Because it'd just be like, well, now you're just a part of the assholes. Great.
Yeah.
I think
you're one of the assholes.
You be gay?
Like.
Because like humans flourish when they're like questioning things. And they're asking why things work, and if you've always got an answer for it, it never encourages you to like ask why.
Yeah.
If the answer is always why, the God did it.
Yeah.
It makes you sort of flatline.
Like here's something, like people being gay. Okay, it's so contradictory because they start changing the goalposts. So it's like, did God make them gay then? No. It was.
Yeah.
Fucking something else. I don't know.
Well, it's picking and choosing.
Yeah.
When it's convenient for their argument.
Well, the thing, people that are that like bad about it would think that it's their choice.
Yeah, which is just ridiculous. Why would you choose to be gay when like you got people that hate it like that? Let's say
why would you want to create so many problems for your family?
Yeah,
why would you want to
family of like
yourself
conservative Christians who don't like homosexuality?
School,
yeah, so why would you choose to be gay if that was what you were gonna have to deal with? You just wouldn't, would you? If it was a fucking choice. So. Just ridiculous. Why anyone think it's a choice?
Yeah, like my mum's a teacher.
Is she gay?
Is she gay? Incredibly gay. She had like, they job share sometimes. Like she had a day where religion was being taught by like someone that just came in to do it, and they had this book on evolution. Or, sorry, not evolution. It was just some religious story or whatever that was explaining, how God created life, blah 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 blah.
Genesis,
and ended the book. Yeah,
1 and 2.
Great. But like
Genesis, Mass Effect comic decides all your choices.
But like for year 3s, like fucking 6-year-olds or whatever.
Yeah.
And ended the story, finished the story, and said, so don't you see, kids? This is why. Evolution is so ridiculous because this is how it happened or whatever.
What?
Yeah.
No.
That's the kind of shit that just gets my blood boiling.
I would step in and be like, no. I'd have to just walk in there and say, no, this is all nonsense, and be up.
So then what my mum did was after that, when she'd left, she was like, right, now we're going to learn about evolution or whatever, and after like just showing them what evolution was, most of them just sort of accepted that idea over, whatever the fuck was in that book.
Creationism. God did create the world in 7 days, and he made a few of the fucking animals, and they all did this. Oh, what? He made like 100,000 different species, did he?
Yeah.
Fuck off. There's not
Some that haven't even been discovered to
He
this
made
day.
that like wasp that puts its eggs inside a caterpillar, and then the fucking babies eat the caterpillar from the inside. God made that, did he? Cool guy.
Parasite.
But instead, all they're like, God made lions and tigers and bears.
Do you know what
He made bears because he really needed the bears to kill children.
Fucking children.
I've always seen like religious text as Aesop's fables,
Yeah.
where it's like
Remember that?
morals.
Yeah.
These loose morals, some of which are outdated now because things become outdated when you're basing it off like, hundreds of years ago.
Yeah, but they're so fucking like duh.
Yeah.
I know.
Killing people is bad. That's why all these religions have like the same basic morals.
Mm-hmm.
Murdering people is pretty bad.
My favourite is
Stealing
when
things is pretty
certain
bad.
words come up across the same,
Mm-hmm.
across multiple religious texts, and it's like, see, you're all the same, really, you fucking idiots. Every single one of you. You all have the same one. The same fucking book. You all got the same one. Because, like, this word is here, here, and here.
It's like it's all
Tim.
come from the first original place. It's just like
Yeah.
dragged off into
Primitive
different
man in the
religions.
desert.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't understand why his crops grow and associates it with like a star that shines at a certain time or something,
Mm-hmm.
and puts two and two together and then writes it down on a bit of paper and convinces everyone around him that that's how it happened,
Yeah.
and then it just goes out of
from there.
control.
There was that book about like a post-apocalyptic thing.
Or the Book of Eli.
Is that what it's called?
I was going to say, that sounds like the book of Eli.
but
They find like a taxi driver's.
Yeah, that's the Book of Eli.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a good idea.
it's like the same thing.
There we go. I think that's everything.
So that's we all agree on religion pretty much. No conflict there.
No.
What else? What is that? What else?
But I just don't. I can't think of any argument you could have against any of the stuff we just said, because we didn't generalize.
No.
We used some, saying just some people do that in the
Yeah.
religion. Didn't. I just don't like the idea of it. Jim,
Stop putting the hand in your butt.
what else is controversial? Politics.
Politics. Well, but there's the whole like politics thing is so broad now. It's not just like politics is in electing people, policies. It's like PC. You can't say stuff about Gamergate 'cause it's all political.
Well, yeah, politics is like boiled down into like just shouting matches. Like you're either a cuck or you're a libtard.
No, because that's what a libtard is, isn't
A
it?
libtard cuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you're a cuck or a Nazi. So
that's right. Yeah.
Nazi.
Who are you voting for?
Oh yeah, Theresa May's doing it. I don't even know.
But I mean, we just got those votes for the local election.
Oh, alright. I haven't looked at mine yet.
I
In fact, I
haven't.
forgot it. I left it at home.
Mine's just in my room. Are you gonna vote?
I'm just going to be honest. I've never voted. I've never
Fuck,
opened
I've
any
never
of the letters.
voted. Are
Yeah.
you gonna
I
vote?
wanted to do that. Yeah, if I would like remember.
Who for? Labour.
Probably. Who else?
I don't know.
It's just, to me, it's
I
like,
see it like.
well, I'd rather vote Labour than Conservatives. They always win anyway.
Or Lib Dem.
Yeah, but Lib Dems are fucking useless.
It's
Lib Dem's
frustrating
just a
because like
very vote.
the system that's supposed to kind of represent you, or have people that represent you, and be around people making decisions en masse, just doesn't work that way. At all.
Because just certain areas are dominated by like two, and it's
Yeah.
like, what if that one of those two isn't the one I want to vote for?
Yeah,
Well then, whatever.
it's just that it's just
General
so,
election, I voted Labour. Pointless in this area because
Yeah.
it came down to Conservatives, UKIP, and someone else.
it's just
then Labour.
it's exhausting.
Of course, UKIP.
Yeah.
It's exhausting to think about, to argue about, because like people got all angry after Brexit, which everyone knows about,
Yeah.
saying how could you have voted for that, but no one fucking knew. The information that was being spread about it, no one was being educated about it because
No.
no
It
one
was
fucking
either-
understood it.
It was either
That's
World War
why
III is going to
Tony
happen.
Blair the whole time was like, it's not in the people's best interest.
Yeah.
Because they don't understand.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
And guess
it.
what? No, we don't. We have a
Because
fucking clue what any of it
you got
means.
two leaflets through the door, one thing saying one thing and one thing saying the other thing.
All it's done is create unpleasant tension now between Europe
Yeah.
and everyone who's like not white and the UK.
But that's the stupid thing. Loads of people voted to leave the EU to like stop Muslims.
But it's
coming
not
into the
because
country.
they're not
Because
even
nothing
coming
to
from
do with
Europe,
that.
are they?
Exactly.
It's just that's what they thought. They thought if we leave,
Then the Europe can't make us like look after take these people
but it's
in.
not even that. It's like
But
just
Europe couldn't really
immigration
do that
in general,
anyway
really.
because we could just be like, no. And that's kind of what we did
Yeah.
anyway. It's just like, no, not doing it.
Brexit was just a massive, just fucking
Farce.
mistake. It's fucking awful.
And then Theresa May, you know, is like, right, we're pushing ahead. And then she calls a snap election because she's completely confident that she'll win. But imagine if she didn't win, and then a leader came in that didn't want Brexit, and then was like, no, we're not doing Brexit. And then the whole country just falls apart.
Well, yeah, because it's fucked now.
Yeah.
Like,
What's something that really bothers me was that we've got to exercise the will of the people. Well, for a start, only like 38 million of the 70 million in this country voted.
Mm-hmm.
So then it was only 52% of 38 million. So like only like a quarter of the country wanted it to happen because everyone else either didn't
your
care,
average Joe
didn't
who just
understand.
works his job, comes home,
Yeah.
eats his dinner, doesn't give a fuck, just
tick
living
the
his
box
life.
one day. There we go.
And now he has to deal with like not being able to get camembert in the supermarket.
Well, I don't know if that was necessarily true, but it was something. You know, it was a prospect we had to consider. All right, could happen. But yeah. And then all it's done now is like, oh wow, you voted to leave. You're a racist.
But it's
Still clap.
It's gotten worse though because it's
Hang
like
on. Right.
in London areas it's a bit more of just you've
Because
got
everyone
you're
in
racist
London-
is the fact that some
Well,
of these
everyone in
people
London
actually,
voted to stay. Like London predominantly
centre,
decided
yeah.
to stay. Yeah.
But the outside is where there's not nice things happening. Think of all the news of immigrants being like beaten. Happened last week. Portuguese people beaten. That's like an extreme
Well, there's something though. It's
Everyone.
like they're having an excuse to just do.
horrible things.
Yeah, it's like religion. I have
It's
an
like-
excuse
it's
for a
like that-
political motive. But that's my excuse to just beat this person up.
It's like
what?
That, it's like
no,
that,
you're breaking the law. Actually, that's what I think. You follow the laws of the fucking sovereign state that you're in. That's it. If the law says you can't do it, you can't fucking do it, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
If you're having a good day and you want to immediately ruin your day, watch a politician talk about anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Because they're just so full of shit. They're like a pile of shit that has come to life. And they're just trying to talk, but just shit is just falling out their mouth, so they can't actually say anything.
Just gargling shit.
Basically, yeah. And that's such like a joke that politicians are just like slimy fucking cunts.
But they
are.
So, yeah.
Like it's so frustrating because it's something that you should be interested in. It's something that you should want to affect. It's something you should like want to encourage. But it's so frustrating because it's so like archaic in the way it's all put together, the way things get done, the way like our voices are heard. Even if you are like proactive, it would be really difficult. You didn't fucking go to Eton. You didn't fucking
Go to Oxford or Cambridge.
Yeah.
You didn't go to maybe Edinburgh even.
It's all like set in stone. It's such a fucking just revolution, everybody. JARCAST. Or whatever.
But even saying that, I don't think any of us have this massive.
I'm going to.
different
You know what,
political
Alex?
view.
I'm setting up the Elite Dangerous cupboard, and I'm living there. I'm living in Elite Dangerous. I'll fall asleep. Just I'll sit there and sleep in my chair or whatever. Commander.
I don't know if it's just this country or not, but
Hello, Creech.
there's just something about this country that with the politics is so frustrating.
What are you staying here for?
Well, yeah, I find the information is really poorly. Like,
Yeah, because all of the newspapers have agendas. Every news
Yeah, but I
source.
mean,
And
that
then
would
when
be
you
the
start
same
to
in
get
any
into American
country,
politics, and it's like, well, this is also quite fucked. Like
Mhm.
it's complete. It's like black and white, but it's still like
Yeah.
fucked
Fuck.
because then it's just
No,
like
that's the thing
they're
with
so
American
overtly
politics.
all about like money, and that's it. Like in this country, it's like quite about money, but also quite about just keeping the status quo. So not the band. Status quo, of course. Get rid.
What are you saying, Jim?
I forgot. No,
That's the thing about American politics.
American politics, like, because we have the left and the right,
Mhm.
and then American politics is the left and the right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But then-
no
well,
between in
that's
America.
okay. This is their support. Like in this country, like the people that support. It's more about like the normal population. You've got the left and the right. Then in America, it's the left and the right, and a moderate. You're a cunt if you're a moderate. That's all of them. So, but here it's like our parties are quite not. Everyone's quite centre left, centre or centre right, and then anyone that's further out than that just gets fucking rejected immediately. It doesn't work out for them. Like look at UKIP. Well done, lads. You did really well there. Didn't just get one seat. One of 650.
I just fucking hate seeing these people who talk down to the audience and are like, I'm representing you.
Yeah,
I really care about what you think.
Shut up.
No, you don't.
Just
Don't insult my intelligence.
They're so like unhonest.
Dishonest.
Unhonest. That's a good name for this one. Max is unhonest.
So it's just England and America is like the polar opposites in terms of how we are politically. America's you either left or right. England is like
Eh.
yeah.
Like, everyone's too scared to say what they are in this country.
Like I kind of like I just don't really like Theresa May. So,
I don't like her either. I didn't vote for her.
I prefer David Cameron, to be honest. I want
Yeah,
Dave back. Bring him back. Get him back off his fucking holiday. I want him back.
He was probably just full of glee when Brexit happened, because it was like, fuck, finally leave now.
He was so shiny though.
He was shiny.
shiny.
He looked like a big baby.
See, that was like it for him. It was like
he was the boss baby.
Well, for him, it was either right. This goes wrong for me, and I leave and have a good time, or this goes right for me. I stay and have a good time later, but people remember me for doing. Either way, he got remembered for like giving people what they wanted.
Fucking
or
a
whatever.
pig.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black Mirror?
Is that why in Black Mirror?
No, it was actually, that episode was before that happened.
Really?
Yeah.
Like little fucking...
How weird is that?
What the fuck?
I'm pretty sure, because I remember thinking, was that based on that? And then looked.
I completely forgot that Cameron did that.
I know.
What a cheeky little porker.
Put his willy in a pig's mouth.
All these fucking toffs, just the worst people on the planet. Boris Johnson behind him, fucking like probably in a gimp costume or something. Anything? What else is controversial, if anything?
God, he's got the saddest eyes.
If you took a black and white picture of him and put it on one of those "Please
It'd be
adopt
like
a
a
dog"
war-
poster.
No, it'd be like a war photo, like fucking World War II bombing.
This dog survived. So can you. Enlist now.
Abortions, that's politics, isn't it?
Yeah.
Abortion.
Pro-choice.
I feel like it's obvious though. Again,
Yeah, I'm shooting babies because they ain't got no voice. I'm a pro. I call that pro-choice. Burst.
why would anyone be against like the?
Religion.
Yes, down to religion.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
When do you say
Yeah.
like life starts? When is a baby
I'd have to do
a
research.
human?
It's like it's past
No.
a certain amount of weeks, isn't it?
But I mean, when do you consider yourself? When is a baby alive? When is a baby a human being?
I guess when
Actually
Something to do with
develops a
development.
feature.
Well, like it's a human being technically the whole way, isn't it? 'Cause it's our species.
But then you have to think about context.
Yeah.
The woman was raped and was pregnant. Why would she ever want to keep that baby?
Yeah.
Or
As far
should
as
be
I'm
her
aware,
choice
that's
anyway.
like 1-2% of abortion cases.
See, it's like.
But then
isn't
again,
isn't it 12
context.
weeks. 12 weeks. It's like it's before 12 weeks you can.
Well, there's like the legal thing. But
Yeah, and then after that, in extreme cases or something.
It should be a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you shouldn't take the choice away. It should be a choice, but I guess like we have the laws. Like in this country, it's not like
But like
an
moral.
issue.
It should be, but then that's down to the person. It's their choice.
Yeah, more. Yeah, it's down
No,
to
but I
them.
mean, I don't have the choice to think it's morally okay to kill you.
It's different when it's like
an unborn creature thing.
It's like
Not even
part of
visible.
your
Then
body.
it's something not a baby until it comes out.
Well, no,
Is it
because
not
like,
a human?
hang on, how many weeks is it when it's done? Like, what's 9 times 4? 36. So at like 30 weeks, it's like going to be quite obviously a thing.
Yeah.
Before even like okay, 20 weeks, it's quite obviously a thing, like a thing there, because you can see it.
It's developed,
Yeah.
not just like a cell.
Just not just like a bunch of
Got
cells
nose,
that
it's
barely
got eyes,
resemble
it's like
a thing.
something.
it's like taking responsibility. Like not if you've been raped, obviously. Like if you're if you're young
I'm
and
at
you
this
get pregnant,
conflict because if you're young and you get pregnant and
and
well, I mean,
it would-
you should have used a condom.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, someone should be
So then
punished
so
as
then
a
it's
baby, though.
so then it's on you morally to take responsibility, and you can be sad about it or whatever.
Yeah. So you've got to face whichever option you want to face.
Yeah. Choice.
Yeah.
Don't take it away and
Consequences.
But at the same time, like when you jerk off, that's like a million sperms.
But they're just cells. It's
Yeah,
just-
like,
it's
where-
just
where
cells.
do you-
I know,
where
but-
do you draw
but
the line?
Yeah, where do you draw the line?
I'm totally down with the laws of this country, the weeks thing. I'm totally
Yeah.
fine with it. That to me is like.
I
yep,
think when a
fair enough.
baby's born, it should be able to just be thrown in the bin.
If you don't like the look of it.
Yeah.
It's got like a weird, like...
You just grab by the legs, sling it.
Oh, it's got my nose, not yours. Get rid.
Let's start again.
Oh, this one's black.
You should edit in a picture of a baby. A PNG of a baby.
Well, there was that weird Xbox advert where the baby launches out of the
Oh my god.
That was weird.
the woman, and then it becomes an old man and lands in a grave. And it's just like, life's short, play a little, Xbox. Yeah.
Unlucky.
Unlucky.
It was my Gears chewed one anyway. Right, let's quickly go through some fucking...
So basically,
Reddit.
other conclusion is we can't argue about stuff, basically.
What else is there?
I can't think of anything.
Religion and politics.
We could always go for the death
Abortion.
penalty, but then like everything contextual. That's like it every time.
I just
Let's
think
what-
with the death
The
panel,
problem is, I want to like unleash subjective punishment upon people that I'm
Well,
like,
you-
you've done something I really hate. You raped
the
someone.
trouble is-
Death.
Like, if someone was convicted for rape and killed, and then the woman was like, "No, I just don't
that's
like it."
the
Yeah, that's
thing
the
about
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
So-
it's left in the hands of human dishonesty.
what I think with the death penalty, it should just be.
You know, it's humans inherently flawed. So is human life even valuable? Probably
I
not.
think
There's like
that's-
7 billion of us.
I think the death
So-
penalty should be used on, like...
The most extreme cases,
Yeah.
But what they do is they keep them alive
Serial
for ages,
killers.
just in case. Like, what if it gets overturned and it was wrong?
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
But for example, the Cleveland guy, he shouldn't have. Even if he didn't kill himself, he should have been killed.
Was he killed?
He killed himself.
He killed himself.
If he got arrested, I don't think they should have just kept him alive. He should be killed.
Alright, bye.
Yeah, I was hoping that he would end. It would just...
Shoot.
He'd just be put out.
So
of
I
misery.
don't personally see the point in keeping them alive in a prison when he
Someone like
executes
that.
someone on a live stream.
Well, yeah, like it's the thing where it's like quite clear, like, oh, they murdered someone. We fucking saw it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no
But then when
lies
it's like
there, there's
that-
nothing.
I'm
But
accusing
even then-
you of rape.
Even then,
10 years
you can
ago.
imagine like corrupt cops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, they kill someone, they blame it on another guy, and
But like, yeah,
get him.
that's the
prison.
maybe the death penalty is just one of those things. It's like it's inherently
needs to do a
fucking
test check?
flawed.
Everything is
No.
what?
You could let him outside the door, and if the door's open, so he can just go on.
Yeah. He just looks like he's sniffing around.
He will.
Might need to do a wee wee.
It's just I think death penalty should only be for the most extreme cases where there's hard cut evidence. It's nothing about word. It's boom, evidence. Done. But obviously, if someone kills one person, you shouldn't give them the death penalty.
Why?
What is it in this
Why?
country?
Because it's one person.
Yeah, I feel like then it
That's
comes down
you don't like
to the
quantify it.
interest of our economy. It's like, well, what about all these people? We could just kill them and get rid of them. But if we're going to put them in prison, we've got to house them.
Yeah, you
And
got
so then it's like, what do we do? Yeah.
Starve to death.
So then it's just
Or
like,
eat
well,
each
then
other.
I don't know, make it like, I don't know, Dark Souls. Just put them in a big old place, and it's like, well, if you die, you die. If you don't, you don't.
What we need to do
whatever.
is expand and just have a planet where you can just put them.
We used to be
Yeah, but then you
Australia.
live a fucking planet of
We used to
like,
just put them in
evil
Australia.
geniuses and
Fuck
they'd, like,
me.
Not evil geniuses,
fight
just have
back.
it be like the Krogan homeworld from Mass Effect.
Yeah, but what if they
Tatanka,
build like
where
a
they nuke
spaceship
themselves.
and kill?
Fucking idiots.
So what we're saying is have a planet that's run by a corporation that keeps prisoners there.
Yeah.
So, but it's basically the American justice system anyway, because American prisons are all private. So it's a money business. It's all for money. It'd work, but if they all get out, it's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Who'll escape?
We've got to do one roleplay. This one's actually a good one. Walrus task.
Hear what I say.
Roleplay idea. James's mum, Ruben, finds teenager James wanking to tentacle hentai. Alex is James's dad and also an alien lizard person. Jim is the family pet who can only talk in rhymes.
Hang on, what? I got a message about something being delivered that I missed, and I don't know if it went. I'm not. So yeah, whatever.
Might be next door.
Fuck.
Bob, deep.
Okay.
Right, ready? So,
What can I say in a role play where I have
What
to
was
be
what
myself?
is my
You're just yourself,
no,
so
what
just
is
react
my
as you would.
what is my role in this role play? Sorry.
Um,
You're
mum.
the mum. He's
You're
the
the
man.
man on James
He's the dog.
Jerkin.
you find James wanking.
Why are you a squid monster?
I'm an alien lizard person, but like you don't pay attention to that because you're used to it by now.
Yeah.
I'm just normal as far as I'm concerned. Right, 3, 2, 1, jerk.
Oh, James, what are you doing? Oh God, James, what are you doing, James?
I'm doing nothing. I'm just relieving
Put it away. It's important. I gotta talk to you about your pet alien squid lizard monster.
What about him?
I think he needs some water or something. I'm not sure. He just keeps looking at me.
I'll go feed him when I'm
Who's the
done.
squid lizard?
I thought you were it.
I really hope.
No, I'm
Blizzard.
You're the pet.
Yeah, but I've got to speak in rhymes.
Okay, hang on.
Wait.
What?
Rhymes with rhymes?
Grimes, mimes.
I've committed far too many crimes.
What on earth is going on up here? I was busy grooming my pet, but can only talk in rhymes. James, what is that on your laptop? Sorry, what is that on your original iPad?
Why have you still got it on the? Get rid of it.
Okay.
Why is your penis still hard?
Because that's obviously really hot.
Take the cock ring off. Take the cock. Look, let the blood go down and get the.
Honey, what was he jerking to?
Nothing, okay?
What was
I
he
wasn't
jerking
jerking to anything.
James!
What?
What were you jerking to?
Nothing.
You definitely were.
I wasn't.
Wife?
Go away, Dad.
Wife, what was he jerking to?
I don't know. I didn't see. Didn't want to look, did I?
You didn't see?
No.
Let me look at your history.
No.
bbwanimebabes.com.
Vor. Oh my god.
Vor. What is vor, son?
Yeah. What is
Nothing. Vor isn't anything. I wouldn't know.
Has your sister been watching My Little Pony on
Look,
here?
let's
What the fuck?
address.
Yes.
I think we need to talk to the pet.
No. I've got to go.
What the fuck? Where are you going?
To town. To see Mr. Brown.
Who the fuck is that?
He means I've got a vet appointment for him, which I'm now late to because of the vor.
This is terrible.
Give me that.
I'm not doing this rope anymore. What is he doing down there?
I'm just lying.
He just goes and sits under tables.
Can we get a reload animation cast with Jim and Ruben? Similar to OST.
I was playing Titanfall today. A little bit. Pretty good real animations in that.
That's because the person
Solid.
who did the reload
Solid.
animations is like a pro.
Hyper of
Yeah.
YouTube.
What are your thoughts on the EA Star Wars Battlefront 2 full revealed trailer?
Shit. You know, I quite like the bit where the spectacle happened, and I like the spectacle, and I like the bit where the X-Wings fell out of the ship for the spectacle, and I like the bit where the puke because of the spectacle.
It was truly epic, would be the word.
Epic. I would say epic would be the word. Epic battles. Epic battles on epic worlds.
Have you ever epic
In Halo 5, you'll get to do epic things. It's the Master Chief in epic worlds. None of them can speak properly. None of their Microsoft representatives can actually enunciate a fucking syllable.
I'm fucking gay.
Xbox, with the power of the Xbox One, you can now finally
Be fucking gay.
You can be gay in Grand Theft Auto.
Power
if
of
you
the
want.
cloud. We're gonna really hype it up this time for a truly epic experience.
And then they
for
didn't
all
talk about
ages.
cloud processing ever again.
No.
It's in Crackdown.
That game that
Still hasn't
coming
come
out.
out yet.
It says, Squeezy Peas says Ruben do the Sam Herring dance.
Do I have to stand up and do
Yeah.
it. Let me just refresh my memory of how he does it. Okay, hang on. Herring dance GIF. Samuel Herring dance GIF.
Dark Souls GIF.
I love Dark Souls gifts.
Alex,
Mm-hmm.
why don't we give Ruben a hand?
It's kind of like this. It's kind of
He goes really far down there, doesn't he?
It's kind of like that. And he bops at one bit and he goes straight back to the other way. There you go.
How does he do it?
You try it, Jim.
Yeah, but how does he do it? Do it again.
you try it, Jim.
Do it again. I wasn't looking.
Well, he slides one foot and sort of does that, and then he goes straight back down even lower and brings the other one across, and he goes back up to the top.
His legs are just so strong.
So it's like a that with his body.
He's like a pendulum of sexy swing.
Yeah. So it's like
Shake my hand.
that, and then. Gotta phone my dad a second. Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
We're nearly done here anyway.
We're nearly done here anyway.
I mean, it is my birthday, and I would like to do other things. So
Fuck off.
If you've made it this far into the cast, make sure you comment. I love the Grinch.
Well, that is from.
I love.
Well, anyway, it was great. Yeah. The cast was good. Watch, I wasn't in.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
Read my slimp.
It won't be too late way later on. I'll do 2 months.
Read my slimp.
Not until like 7.
Brutus.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're saying.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Brutus.
There is something we're going to end on. A final topic I just thought of.
Your nose is dry.
What the fuck? I just got an email from YouTube. A copyright claim was created for Really Hard Being Drake.
Really?
Because of the beat or something.
Might be the beat.
What beat did you use?
It took me time to perfect the beat.
I still
Got love for the street. It's the DRE. I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Never understand.
I like that. So I like the So Hard Being Drake. I liked it.
Did you?
I sing it sometimes.
Oh yeah, it was. I just want to see Jim's face when this topic comes up.
I'm ready for this.
It's going to be a Jim trigger topic, isn't it?
Is it gonna trigger?
It's a topic coming from me. Oh,
Little Russian pup.
Max. Max? You got to get him to face the camera. Max. Max.
He looks so angry.
Max.
Aww.
James, leave it on.
Brutus.
He looks straight at the camera as well. Yeah, Jim, the subject goes as follows.
He really doesn't mind, does he? He doesn't even seem to care very much. He's got this hat on.
Baby?
He's looking right at me.
Baby.
Is this just a me thing?
What?
Do you only say that to me?
Yeah.
You sent me that audio message.
What was it?
That.
What, just an audio message of me going, baby?
He does it. He keeps doing this voice. It's really fucking annoying.
There's just something like so fucking weird about it.
Why do you say baby? Is it an Argy thing? Do you say that to Argy?
All the best things have come from like just ways I communicate with Argy.
Or just dogs in general?
Buy me, my me. Baby.
That's not a topic.
I don't understand why you do that though. Do you not like just talk to a dog like normally?
No, you put your voice higher.
Oh, hey, baby.
What you do is you use extremes. So when you're being nice to them, you use a high-pitched voice. And then when you're angry, you little cum bucket. I mean,
have you watched 13 Reasons Why?
I've watched all of it.
All of it?
Yeah.
You overtook me.
I've seen all of it, yeah.
You motherfucker.
I got addicted.
I'm on the last episode. I've
Right.
got like 30 minutes of the last episode.
Yeah.
What's your opinion?
It's kind of a roller coaster of quality.
Yeah, it really is.
It's weird, isn't it?
And I was like
Like, I can't quite put my finger on it. Because, like, sometimes performances are good. Sometimes they're terrible. Sometimes the dialogue's fine. Sometimes it's terrible.
Sometimes, yeah.
I think that overall, like, plot is interesting, though.
Yeah. I think
compelling.
the main guy is consistently good as well.
Yeah.
He's the only actor that is really like
Yeah, there are some
consistent.
moments, some wincy moments, but
Oh yeah.
I watched 5 minutes of it. Oh,
that just ran out of battery probably or something.
I mean, that's the end.
Bitch, I don't
Whatever,
know
I'm
what
done.
to
I'm
say.
done. So.
Thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice evening. And,
This isn't au revoir, this is goodbye.
You want him?
If anyone gets that reference, I'll fucking rape James.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
I got the reference.
No, you didn't.
I just want you to rate James.